Alright, so this is going to be a video on my 2024 Hobie Pro Angler 14 Dune Camo 180 drive. There you go. Coquetat Leviathan. That's a life jacket I use. I took the pockets off the front. I'll do a video on that. Obviously, if you need a kayak, go to Dugout Bait and Tackle in Marietta, Georgia. If you're in the Southeast, they are the premier Hobie Jackson Old Town dealer. They do the rigging, which a lot of other places don't, which warranty rigging. They're a full service shop, and that's what makes them one of the best, and they're the best people. Jamie Koza is amazing at rigging kayaks. So first up front, I got Burley Pro Bumper Bro. I have this Ego S1 landing net. It sits right between my graphs. Super easy, convenient, doesn't get in the way of my pedals. I don't have any issues there. Dog doesn't go with me. Guardian Angel Elite, a little light. They're good. The battery doesn't last for very long, but super simple, just magnetic. Nothing's going to knock that off. It's on there, really good. And that there. On the inside, I usually carry 1 or 2 bait bags, depending on what kind of fishing I'm doing. Inside of here, dry bag, I have toilet paper, sunscreen, tools, all the usual stuff. I carry a sponge. It's just nice if you ever get a little bit of water in your kayak. It's easy to clean it up that way with a sponge. This is the rope that I keep for launching and kind of dragging. I don't drag this kayak much, but that's the rope I'd use if I did, but it's what I use for launching. And also I left my plugs out one day. Damn near sunk my kayak, so now I keep a pump in the boat. It's just good to have. C-Pro Lithium 12 volt 50 amp battery lasts both my 9-inch graphs more than a day, easy. I've used Humminbird 360 with it and Live Scope. This battery will more than enough for one day. These are where all my graphs power come from. I connect it up here. I just connect it there. It's also how I charge it up from here. I leave it unplugged till the morning of so it doesn't drain down. You can see I like zip ties. And that's the Tim Percy mounting plate if you're trying to figure out what that is. My trailer that it runs on is a Yakima Easy Rider. The independent suspension is the best part of this trailer. I don't know why more trailers don't have it, and that's why I bought it. But the bad part is whenever you put, there's a bar here and a bar here whenever you want to carry multiple kayaks. But it's so low, you can see even with it, you can't have your graphs. You can't have your anything, really. You know, your battery, crate, seat, graphs. So that's why my graphs are still on an H-rail mount with the Tim Percy mounting, so I can move them down if I ever want to carry more kayaks and have that bar on there. At least I can move my graphs down. That makes it a little bit easier. But I'm running the new UHD 93 SV from Garmin. It's got the new GT56 transducer, and I had the old one. I can tell you there's a very big difference between transducers. It's absolutely noticeable, I'll say that. And the Humminbird, which is upside down there, it's not upside down, just the cover. I'm just running it for maps right now. I did have 360. It was good. I didn't use it that much, so, you know, having something hanging on my kayak over there, it was just like a whole nother thing. You know, it wasn't worth it. I hated having to put it in the water. And I know Yak Gadget's coming out with something using their anchor stop system. I would probably go that route so I didn't have to lean up, undo the pin. I didn't find it that useful. If you fish offshore all the time, I'm sure it's awesome. But for me, it really wasn't. See how I have my wires just zip tied up, nothing crazy. And the leash, it's Louisiana Custom Kayaks leash. It goes from your drive. I just have it up on the graph mount. I used to have a eye right there I mounted on my last kayak, but I didn't do it on this one because I had that. So inside of here, I have the one objective tackle organizer. keep the usual stuff, some pliers, hooks, things that I know I'm going to use. I've got a bunch of dips and marker pens. I've got hook sharpener, Sharpie, Bang, sunglasses, Advil because I'm old. And this, the Guru Fishing tungsten vault. I keep my tungsten in there so I don't have to take it out. Works really well. Under here, I have 2 flambeau boxes. You can see most of my X Zone stuff there. Got a little juice there. Ooh. Ooh. But 2 of those, one has worms and the other one's creature baits, things like that. Kayak cushion, gotta have it. Thanks to 5 folks at Z-Pro sent me one. I'm on a pro team there. Ram claw ball, whatever it is. I have a small ball. It's the claw mount. Let's see. I just use a carabiner. I don't have a ring. The ring would be good too. In the pocket, I keep scissors and pliers. I have boomerang clips, a pair of Hobie boomerang clips on my life jacket as well. Cooler, it's just the, I think Perception sells. This is just the knockoff Amazon version of the Perception kayak cooler. Last year I got out and I used to have a smaller cooler that I kept back here, but one day I went out and I overheated because I didn't have enough water. So that's whenever I bought this, because that'll hold everything you need to eat and drink in a day. Easy. Here I have got this idea from Justin Patrick. It's just a strap. You put it underneath here. You can see you just lift up the bolt. This is just some paracord with a strap. This is a strap I had for my, I think it's from my wilderness cart. I just keep it across there. It keeps it tied down. I usually cinch it down real tight. That's the Minn Kota box, but because I have a 24 volt, I can't use all the accessories, but since I already owned it, it's what I have. Anderson plug, it's the way to go. That goes to a, right now I have a Z-Pro lithium 24 volt 65 amp. I did have the 50, and the 50 is, for 99% of people, it's more than enough. I went 65 because I was doing a crazy run on Harris chain down in Florida earlier this year, so I went to a bigger battery. Let's just say I shouldn't have made the run, so there is no need in this world to have as big a battery as what I do. It just isn't necessary. So I would go 50 amp if I were doing it again. This the big crate from Yak Gadget. Look, there's other crates out there that are awesome. Obviously the Yak Attack one's nice. I like how it's slanted forward. It just makes it really easy getting stuff in and out rather than it being, you know, like here and then straight down, where you have to go in further. This works great. Obviously the Yak Attack one's cool too. This one I have, it has 7 rod holders on it. Not going to ever need that many because you can keep at least 6 in the hole, 7 back here, that's 13. Plus you got 2 rod stagers there. It's just way overkill. But I don't really have a, I've used these, the edge boxes from Plano, they're good. I don't really have a preference. They're really heavy. If I had to do it over again, these are probably my favorite. The regular Plano with 3 locks on there. I know other brands sell that too. That's probably my favorite, those boxes. If I had to buy another box, which I will, I would not buy an edge again. And I actually had one warp, so I can't even use it anymore. And there I keep my line, you know, for a leader line, 8, 6, 10, whatever it is, whatever I want to carry out with me. I carry a couple of towels, a couple of other things in there. See how I have it strapped down? I've done it a couple different ways, but this to me is, I mean, it's in there really good. That's the way I like. See how high my line ran? Just goes there to a stainless 15 millimeter pulley. I'll tell you how I just use the rudder steering. I know the 10 Percy one's great. Foot steering's great. I don't even have reverse because I have these. 2 8-inch bungees. You can't get 100% reverse with the bungees, but it's still easy to pull up. It doesn't hurt you with the pulley. It's easy to pull up, and you can get about 30% reverse on it, which is usually enough to stop you from going forward without having to, you know, lift the drive on the 180. I've been totally happy with this. I don't have extra lines. My whole kayak is set up to be the most durable possible because, you know, I'm pretty hard on my stuff. Drop down the rudder here. I have the Boondocks metal rudder. You can see it right there. I have actually noticed a difference. Let's say it's, I don't know, 10, somewhere between 10 and 20%, maybe 20% better turning. So it's worth it. Yeah, especially if you're going to have a 180, not if you're doing 360, but if you have a 180, having that metal rudder definitely helps with turning. On the back, this is a Yak Gadget triple item mounting plate. I just keep 2 flags in the back. They don't hit the motor, so I just keep them on there all the time. You know, it's for driving, so I never have to take them off. I'm still rocking the old NK180, the old version. This side, VisiCarbon Pro. And I use a regular flag because I did have the American flag from Yak Attack one, and that's great, but I kept having hooks hang up in it. This, hooks don't get caught up in a, you know, in a trailer flag, a towing flag. So that's why I use that. It waves around, you know, you can see it. It works well. It moves around the wind good enough, so yeah, that's why I use for a flag. On this side, we have a few different things. First, how I kind of keep my wire down going up here to my throttle. I have that on the Yak Attack throttle mount with a Yak Attack H-rail adapter. The line runs back. I have an old gear tie, keeps it down so it doesn't get in my rods and all that. You can keep it on either side of here. Really doesn't matter. It doesn't get in the way either way. But I use a gear tie to keep it tied down. This is the Yak Gadget H-rail deal for my hog trough. Not my hog trough, but my catch board. Yeah, I mean, this is a way to do it. It sucks for paddling, but besides that, it's the way to go. I definitely see like more people that could use this accessory. It really works well. And you can also, they sell a gear track adapter instead of the H-rail one, so you can use it on any kayak. Keep my cup on the outside. This is just where I have my, you know, it goes over there to the board. It stays on the outside, it's not a problem. I keep it up here whenever I'm not using it. And like I said, the other graph is the Humminbird, the new one, whatever, the Helix 9 Gen 4 with down imaging, because I only have one transducer and I'm running the Garmin right now. Also have the plate, the transducer Guardian, so that's nice. It, you know, I don't have it down right now, so you wouldn't be able to see it, but it's the Burley Pro transducer Guardian plate deal. It just keeps it so I don't mess up my nice transducer. And that's it. Trailer, kayak, life jacket, tools, net, crazy kid, dog. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.